Hello, everybody. Cedric and Cedric here, CRS and commentary, New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League 2021, Day 11. And we're going to do this differently. All right? It's just going to be like reporting on it. And then anything that seems significant, those are the matches we will go slightly more in depth with. It'll just slight. No BS this time. We're going to just wham, kablam, diggity diggity dong. All right, we're gonna make it do what it do. That's what we're gonna do. All right, and let us know, please, what you think of this compared to the way we would normally do it. That's what I'm curious about, because we're gonna just tear right through these. All right, it ain't gonna be no 30 and 40 and 50 minute thing. We're gonna tear through this. So the first match that because we saw the Young Lions, but we didn't watch it. We did not watch. So the first match, we've got Suzuki-gun. So you got Minoru Suzuki and Taka Michinoku versus Tenkozy. And the winners of that, it was Tenkozy. Kojima hit the Western Lariat on Taka for the 1-2-3.
And there you go.
And it's a win that they have needed for a very long time, but I would say they've got to win, but Suzuki and Taka, they needed to win way more. But it is what it is. So then our next match is GBH versus Nagata Yuji and Tiger Mask 4. Mm-hmm. And GBH, they won. Makabe won with the King Kong knee drop
and splat
on Tiger Mask for the win. And yeah, they wrestled a lot different. GBH wrestled completely different. Makabe was actually into the match. Every match he hasn't really given a damn about, but then when he's going to go over, he was all about it. So that's a tell.
Yeah, he didn't hit that stage,
and that's not professional. That's just not right. But I understand. But still, next you got Tanahashi Hiroshi and Yano Toru versus Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens. And Tanahashi wins with the High Fly Flow Frog Splash on Chase Owens for that win. And yeah, there was some tomfoolery. Matter of fact, I want to point this out. Yano Toru smacked Bad Luck Fale in the back of the head. Fale turned around like, I'm going to kill you. He turns and chases. And Yano then yanks the rope down and Fale goes over it. And that looked perfect. It's been so many years, and I mean over like 8 since I've seen a perfect pull down and drop over, for that spot. It's been so long. That was perfect. If y'all see that match, look at that moment. Is nearest the end. Just chef's kiss. 5-star spot. All right. Next, we've got United Empire's Great Khan and Aaron Henare versus GOD. Now, this one we got to look at this match because we like both teams. Didn't go deep into it, so I'm going to rush through it. So, these are the most important things to notice of the match. So, Great Khan, he kicks the steps down so GOD can't enter, so they can't enter the ring normally. They got to go in the hard way, which was a little outside stance, and then they rush in, they little cat and mouse, then they start fighting. They got that done in the opening parts of the match. All right. Let me just back it up, because after this, I want to rush, but no, this needs a little bit of So what happened was United Empire, they kicked the steps away. GOD had to enter the hard way, but they was just upset. So they take so low, he grabs the steps and throw him over the ropes and into the ring. He almost hit Great Khan. Almost. So he was getting the steps out. And then that's when they decided to try to rush in and they started fighting. And then you got United Empire there on the outside. And Great Khan's talking trash. Kicking the apron and everything. Just talking trash. GOD run out after him. They go in. So then GOD got to go in. And since they have to slide on the ropes, disadvantage. They get stomped on for a little bit. All right. Now, after that, Loa, he ends up taking a beating. You already know who the faces are. God are the faces. All right? Because Hinata, he knows how to be neutral. Gretel Khan, I think he's long forgot how to be a face. And so,
Very much so.
huh?
Very much so.
And so you've got, God, they're the ones that got to fight more or less seemingly from underneath. Loa takes the beating. He makes the hot tag, and you could tell he was desperate. And it was a beautiful hot tag. Tama Tonga comes in, and he comes in with the triple punches, pretty much like The Rock. It was indicative of The Rock, but his own style. Just throwing that out there. Then he hit some nice deep arm drags in his own way, but they were pretty much like steamboats. And even the commentators had to say something about it much after the fact. He gets the crowd behind him. Tama Tonga's all hype. Then he hits Snooker's double leapfrog and chop. He is all about it. Ultimately, he does lose the momentum. But United Empire, later on in the match, they applied this double team hold where Hinata got the legs crossed of Loa, and Gretel Khan has the side neck hold, or quote unquote choke. And he's holding it. And for some reason, the referee is checking to see if Loa will want to give up. Loa ain't even responding. He's just laying there like, I'm dead, dog. Don't ask me no questions. I'm no help. Not even to my own vocal cords. And the ref doesn't stop the match. The ref doesn't do anything. And then they drop Loa and follow with an elbow drop by Gretel Khan. Okay. Then, not long after that, Loa's in Khan's grip again, but it's solo. Gretel Khan prepares to do the Dominator, the Iron Claw Slam, but when he gets ready to do it, he catches a gun stun. I want to say Ace Crusher, but he catches the gun stun from Tama Tonga. And then he rolls out the ring. Then Hinata, he catches the beating. Aaron Hinata is catching the beating from God. And then they get Magic Killer on him, and I think it's Loa that got the 1-2-3 pin. And that's where we are so far. So
yep.
We're gonna keep this rolling and see how we fare with the others. But let us know what you think about this style of doing things. Let us know what you think about this, because this is important. We want to be able to do this in the way that you would like it, and cut out some rigmarole, I guess y'all would call it, or whatnot. Kill a lot of the preachiness, I suppose, that I would give, or whatever you say of me, whatever I do that may not be in favor to you. Let me know if this style is better. Do just reporting it this way, because if so, then that's what we'll do. Report it. Every single match, we'll just report it and move on. If you think we should, call out the more important matches to us anyway, and we do it that style, let us know. It's all good. Full report, or full report with only the more high profile matches to be spoken of more. So let us know, option 1 or option 2. Our next match, and like I said, we're just doing this as already stated. House of Torture versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. And for this, there was some notes taken. Not much. But Sonata attacks Evil, shoving him off the apron to the railing, and looked down to make sure that he was not well. And Evil hit the railing, and it sucks, but the timekeeper had to force himself to fall over. It wasn't a shoving like Evil would give, but it happened. Yujiro hammer throws Sonata. This is later. Hammer throws Sonata into the corner. Evil yanks the corner pad away for Sonata to hit the exposed corner, so he's all hurt. Then Yujiro throws Naito into the same corner. All right. A little bit later, Sonata lands a strong pescado onto Evil and eventually throws him back into the ring, where Sonata enters. Now, Sonata's trying to get in, and Togo, he's going to get in every match, right? But he distracted Sonata, and Sonata was trying to climb through the ropes. Evil kicks the middle rope, crotching Sonata. And, chicanery, yada yada ensues. So later, Sonata has the skull in, the Dragon Sleeper with scissor lock on Evil, and he hasn't been in it for a while. Naito has Yujiro tied up in the double leg crucifix, and Sanada lets go, goes to the top for the moonsault, and catches knees by Evil. Evil knees. But, you know, they keep fighting. They do what they do. Like I said, I'm trying to breeze through this, not put down so much like I normally would. Sanada had the European clutch on Evil. So the ref should be there, but no, Dick Togo distracted the ref trying to get into the ring. The ref's distracted. And then Yujiro comes in with the stick and just pops Sanada in the crotch with it.
Just swats him in the balls.
So, you know, that messes up Sanada. Evil gets up, uses the STO, and gains the win. And then we get to our main event. Dangerous Tekkers versus Shoto. Now, initially, I'm like, you know how this is going to go, right?
Yeah.
But it's the main event. Yeah. So it's going to be a hard-fought match. And yes, it was. This is a 5-star match, I think. I would go with that. You know, yeah, they all got their shit in, but Zack and Taichi had to pull out extra. They even, you know, back and forth double team strikes. You know, and Goto weathers the storm. And then when Goto gets, you know, folded up, I mean, Zack had him folded up. And he kick out. And I'll be honest with you, I have never seen Goto that folded up for a pin. I swear his knees were almost on the mat.
Yeah, well, he kicked out. He didn't move though. He just laid there. And then when Dangerous Tekkers was setting up their finisher, Yoshihashi, who had been beat up and ejected from the ring, he dashes over like, I don't know, like a monster out the dark abyss. Mm-hmm. And he grabs a hold of Taichi's leg before he can do the super kick. And Goto snatches Zack because Zack was then distracted. Goto snatches him up into a cartwheel or rolling crucifix for the 1, 2, 3. Got the win. They beat the shit. And Zack, you know, he's mad, so he's going to make Goto pay. So they keep attacking. And it's like, it's over, dude. It's over. Put him in a submission hole. Goto just hollering. Under the rope, just hollering.
So, you know, so far this tournament has allowed Shoto, if that's their name, to be elevated.
To emerge.
Not just 6-man tag titles, but they just got to win over the tag team champions who's lost maybe, one other match or 2 other matches tops?
Yeah.
So, this elevates them to that area where God is. It's needed, and it's great. But next year, I think we should see some established tag teams in this tag tournament. That's what I would like to see. Some established, obvious, clear-cut tag teams. I would like to see the Briscoes. I'd like to see FTR. I know you won't. I know it won't ever happen. But it might be nice to see them in this. It'd be nice to see if the United States were able to have a promotion that could headline an event like this. You know, apart from their normal events, it could be a special side project event. You know, where all the promotions come together with their best tag teams, yada yada, and do all the negotiatings and yada yada, and the winner of the tournament gets a shot at, you know, the belts in each promotion that participated. They ain't got to win all the matches. They could lose every single one of the matches, but still, I think it'd be a good idea. You know, or they could work something out. You know, there's a lot of combinations going in my head right now. But that wraps this up. And let us know what you think about this style of doing things. You know, so with that said, when we get up out of here, it's been Cedric Ashita for CR Wrestling Commentary, New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League 2021, Day 11. You know, thank you for your time, patience, and energy. All of that stuff. And good night. See you next time.